Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a cash envelope stuffing for the paycheck that I received on January 2nd, 2025 using the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. Okay, so as usual, we are all zoomed in so that you all can see my cash envelope breakdown here. I do have hundreds up top and fives and singles down below that you can't see. I do want to say that in my budget with me, I think I talked about printing out new cash envelopes, printing out a new emergency fund cash envelope, printing out my envelope for my 2025 challenge, and unfortunately none of that was done. Not because I didn't try to. I actually did try to. I switched to fiber internet since the last time I used my printer, and my printer didn't recognize my new Wi-Fi network. So I went through the whole troubleshooting process, and as it turns out, my printer is so old that it's not capable of recognizing and connecting to fiber internet. So therefore, I don't have a functioning printer. I did go online, I did purchase a new printer, but it's not getting here until Sunday the 5th. So I will be hopefully printing out envelopes on Sunday the 5th, but as it stands right now, I don't have any cash envelopes. I'm still using my old emergency fund envelope, and I don't have my 2025 savings challenge envelope. But let's get started. We're going to talk about my emergency fund. With the last pay period, I was actually able to put $152 into this emergency fund. So we should have a total of $273 in this envelope, which we're going to count now. 1, 2, 250, 260, 270, 271, 273. For my first three categories here, we're dealing with my variable expenses. I'm just going to put the cash aside for those until I print out envelopes. First, we have eating out, which is getting 75 in a 50, a 20, and a 5. 50, 70, 75. Then we have gas getting the same. So 50, 70, 75, 50, 70, 75. Lastly, for my variable expenses, we have miscellaneous getting 150, and we're doing that in 250s, 220s, and a 10. 50, 100, 120, 140, 150. Now we're going to start my sinking funds with my Black Friday envelope, which is getting $20 in a single $20 bill and should have 180 with this deposit, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 180. Next we have Christmas, which is getting 25 in a 20 and a 5. And with this deposit should have 225, 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 225. Next, we have subscriptions getting 40 and 220s. And with this deposit, we should have 418 in this envelope. Now, this is one of those envelopes where I had some rollover from 2024 into 2025. So on December 31st, I had $58 in my subscription cash envelope for 2024. So I put it into this envelope. So 418 is what we're looking for. 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390, 410, 415, 16, 17, 418. Next we have medical, which is getting 25 in a 20 and a 5. And this also had some rollover from 2024. So with the rollover and this deposit, we should have $308 in this envelope. 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 305, 6, 7, 308. Next we have car insurance and taxes, which is getting 160 in a $100 bill, a $50 bill, and a $10 bill. And with this deposit should have $14.40 in this envelope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 11, 12, 13, 14, 10, 20, 30, 14, 40. Holidays is getting $3. 1, 2, 3. And it's only getting 3 because I had quite a bit of rollover from 2024. And these $3 are going to put it at its goal of $300. 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 300. Next we have birthdays, which is getting 42 in 2 20s. And my last 2 singles. Now this also had rollover, and that put it at 310. I added its normal 25 plus the extra from my holidays envelope, not realizing that it was going to put this over its goal of 350. So we're ending up with 352 in this envelope because I just didn't want to have to go back and figure out where to put those $2. So 1, 2, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 351, 352. Next we have gifts getting 25 in a 20 and a 5. That's my last $5 bill. And with this deposit and also with rollover from 2024, we're at 297. 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 297. Next we have RN APRN licenses, which is getting $30 in a 20 and a 10. And with this deposit should have 270. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 270. Next we have giving, which is getting $50 in a single $50 bill. That is my last 50. And I actually took quite a chunk out of here, $500 out of here, to make a large donation to, and I forgot to write it in here, Planned Parenthood for the start of 2025. So with this deposit, we're going to have $385 in this envelope. 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 380, 385. Next we have household getting $20 in a single $20 bill. And with this deposit should have 212, 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 211, 212. Now we have home maintenance, which is getting $100 in a single $100 bill. And with this deposit should have a total of $3,600, but $2,000 of that is in a separate sinking funds checking account at my credit union. And so we should have $1,600 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, $1,600. Now we have baby, which is getting $30 in a 20 and a 10. And with this deposit should have 1080. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 70, 1,080. Next we have travel, which is getting $800. That should be all of my hundreds here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And with this deposit, we should have $14.89 in this envelope. So let's count that all up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 11, 12, 13, 1,400. 1450, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 1489. And as I said in my budget with me, this is the last time we're going to put a large chunk towards travel for right now. I've paid off the vacation I'm going on in early 2025, and I have almost $1,500 in this envelope, and we'll have more by the time I go on vacation. And that's going to be plenty when it comes to spending. I am going to be doing quite a bit of travel in 2025 though. I'm going to be in a wedding later this year, so I will be traveling out of state for the wedding, for the bachelorette and likely for the bridal shower as well. So I definitely want to keep an eye on this envelope and make sure that as we're getting towards probably the late spring, that I'm bumping it up again to prepare for those expenses. Lastly, we have personal, which is getting $30 in my final 20 and 10, but we should have $325 in here. 1, 2, 250, 270, 290, 310, 320, 325. Now the next thing that we're going to do is zoom on out a little bit and take a look at my 2025 savings challenge. And I'm putting 2 weeks at a time towards this savings challenge because I get paid bi-weekly, and I'd rather do both weeks at once now when I get paid than wait until week 2 to take out week 2 and have spent the money and not have it. So we are going to pull out the cash for my miscellaneous envelope, and we're pulling $80 from here for weeks 1 and week 2. So 50, 70, 80. We have $70 left for spending. I'm going to mark off with my pen weeks 1 and 2 on here. And because I don't have the envelope, I'm just going to put this money aside. And then the final thing that we have to do is just pull the $5 bills out from my eating out money and from my gas money and put them into my $5 challenge envelope. I have once again been slacking on closing off my budget. So this is fives from like October, November, December, maybe September, who even knows at this point. But that's going to be it for this cash envelope stuffing. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. It's very, very exciting to be in the new Budget by Paycheck workbook, and I'm feeling very motivated to actively budget. I do have to fill in these savings goals trackers more completely. I did fill out my house savings as well as my student loan payoff tracker for the payments and deposits I made with this paycheck, and I will continue to do that and try to remember to wait to do it until I do my cash envelope stuffing. If you have any questions about the way that I budget or the supplies that I use, please do not hesitate to put a comment down below. I didn't mention it specifically, but the 2025 Savings Challenge Tracker, the envelope, which I don't currently have, the other trackers you saw in my Budget by Paycheck workbook, as well as all of my sinking funds envelopes are all available in my Etsy shop, which is always linked down below in the description box. And as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.